everybody. Welcome to Courtroom Insider from Denver, Colorado.
Yes, we are at the Gaylord Rockies at CrimeCon.
We've had an action-packed day, and I think our eyes need to be glued open.
That's true.
We're tired. We've been on our feet a lot, but it's been a blast. Today is Saturday, September 6th. It is Saturday, right?
Yes, it's Saturday.
We've got a full show for you. We've been interviewing people all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 interviews. We've done
really all of those.
16 interviews. Erica has held her arms like this for 16 people.
I can feel it in my back. We're going to find a massage in Denver.
Yes. Tomorrow should be a little bit slower. Then we head home, and it's been a phenomenal weekend, though. We've met some amazing people, some stories I never even heard about, but we're going to bring to you in the next few weeks. And it's been great to meet so many of you. I have no idea where you all came from, like how you all found us, but
we're grateful.
We're so grateful. Like, yeah, you just feel so much love here. Here's who we have tonight. Marcia Clark. We're going to play you that interview. We have Candace Culie. She's got an announcement to make. Dylan Round's mother. We have Nancy Grace. I will say this is an interview unlike any I've ever done with Nancy. You never know with Nancy what she's going to do.
The last time I recorded an interview with Nancy, she tried to strangle you.
She did strangle. She grabbed my neck.
That didn't happen this time.
Yeah,
Spoiler
you can
alert.
find that. We won't play it for you. Go look it up. We have Colby Ryan and Ray Hermosillo. They'll be here. Brian Entin from News Nation, and we have a little special something from newspapers.com, our sponsors, who we've seen, and they've had to run and constantly fill up their candy all weekend because you all are eating it here at CrimeCon, which is great. And thank you all for those of you that stopped by and thanked them for supporting us. So what's been your key takeaway so far, your highlight?
Well, I think those are two different things, key takeaway and the highlight. Key takeaway, you are not smarter than the police. They're going to find you eventually. And my highlight has just been seeing this guy in action. I don't usually come around for a lot of it, so it's fun to see.
Yeah, it's really helpful having Erica in the front row with these sessions. And speaking of sessions, why don't we get straight to it? Of course, I've moderated 2 sessions. Yesterday was Colby Ryan and Ray Hermosillo. We went on stage, shared a few clips on my Facebook page if you haven't seen them, including a message that Lori sent me. And many of you are like, how can she communicate with you? There is an app called JPay that inmates can use to communicate with people. And Lori and I have been communicating for years, on and off, back when I was trying to land an interview with her. And then not so much in Arizona, but anyway, now that she's back in Idaho, I'll just go ahead and tell you that I did a tour of the women's prison a couple days ago, and she saw me, which I didn't know she saw me. And next week, I'm going to show you the tour. They allowed our cameras in, and I did a long interview with the warden. And it's fascinating about what life is like in the women's prison. Because Lori saw me, somehow she heard that I would be talking with Colby, and she sent a message to me to give to him, which I did on stage. I told him backstage. Anyway, you can watch that. But before we went on stage, I had a chance to talk with Ray Hermosillo and Colby Ryan in the green room, and here's what they said. All right, we are here. You know who these guys are. Colby Ryan, Detective Hermosillo, first time to CrimeCon. What do you think?
There's a lot of people. It wasn't, I mean, I kind of expected there to be a lot of people, but they've all been super nice and coming up and introducing themselves, and it's just cool to see that what we've done over there has affected so many people.
So many people. Colby, I know everybody yesterday is like, is Colby here? Is Colby going to make it? He's here. Yeah. So it took you a few challenges to get here, but you're here.
Yeah, no, it was a long drive. But I feel the same way as Ray. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but everybody's amazing. Comes up, gives you a big hug, and loves you, supports you, and understands you've been through a lot. So it's like a real connection. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How you been? How are you feeling now that the trials are done? Lori's moved to Idaho. Feel like things are kind of moving forward?
Yeah, now that there's not like a looming case, I think you feel so much relief, and you can actually move on and not have to think about it all the time, and you can work through the actual trauma side of it. Yeah.
How about you? How are you feeling?
I feel great. I mean, it's been a long 5 years for a lot of people, and I feel good that we got justice for JJ, Tammy, and Tylee, and I met a lot of great people along the way, Colby included, and yeah, I feel great.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
I think so.
We're going to head out on stage here in just a few minutes. We're in the green room getting ready. I think you guys need hair and makeup, though. Well, you need makeup.
Yeah, no
you
hair.
need hair and makeup.
I need both.
Yeah, so we're going to get ready, and For those of you that aren't here, you missed out, but hopefully we'll, do it another time maybe.
Yeah.
After that, we went on stage and we had a great session and it was full. So many of you were there. And then we went to the meet and greet and this was the video of us. You can see we're walking up. So many people from everywhere. And we shook a lot of hands and took a lot of photos and it was crazy.
Yes. And I think that is a huge shout out to Ray Hermosillo for all the hard work that he has put in,
right.
and Colby for a lot of hard work he's put in to be able to overcome what has happened to him.
Yeah, and I do think both of those guys were nervous to come to CrimeCon a little bit. Maybe Detective Hermosillo more so. I'm not sure. They said they were fine and they did great. After that, we went on Court TV and we had a fun interview with Vinny. You can watch that. And yeah, it was a good session. And it was packed. I couldn't believe it. We had question after question after question, and everybody was respectful, and we had a good time. So my other session was today, just a couple hours ago. Marcia Clark, the OJ prosecutor, you know her. I've interviewed her here on Courtroom Insider. She flew from LA here and did her session, and she's never done CrimeCon before. She's to the point in her career where she doesn't have to. People know who she is. She doesn't have to do stuff, but she was kind enough to come and we talked about her book, Barbara Graham. Had you heard of the case?
No, I had never heard of the case. I mean, I had heard about it because of you.
From me, right.
And her book,
right.
That you introduced me to.
Name
But
of the
no,
book
I had
is-
never heard of it before, and it is quite a fascinating case.
It's called Trial by Ambush. That's the name of the book. The woman featured is Barbara Graham. And Marcia was so popular here that we didn't have, honestly, much time to do a formal interview. And before she went to her meet and greet where people had lined up for a long time, I said, Marcia, I got to ask you a few questions. And so here's that interview. Okay, we are backstage at CrimeCon. Marcia's about to do a meet and greet. What have you thought so far?
So fun. This is like the best group. They're so fun. Everybody is so into it, and I'm crime junkie too. So
I was going to ask you, you're a crime junkie.
Oh,
So
totally.
you spent your whole life practicing criminal law and now civil law. Well, criminal law.
criminal, it's all criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it about you that you find so interesting?
I don't find anything interesting about me.
Guys, what is it about true crime that you find interesting? Yes. Everybody finds her
I
interesting.
find myself completely
Yeah,
boring.
yeah.
But true crime, I think it's the puzzle of it all, but it's also the humanness of it all. Like what people will do when they go to extremes, and why they do it. The why of it is always the most fascinating part of the case. And when it comes to criminal law, that's where it's at. That's the heart of it.
And you've written a book, which we just talked about on stage. It's called Trial by Ambush. And if you haven't checked it out, you should. Brief synopsis of the book.
This is about, my book's about Barbara Graham, a woman who was drafted to just be a decoy in a home invasion robbery back in 1953. It became a world famous film called I Want to Live, starring Susan Hayward.
And you can look it up. It's on sale now. It's fascinating. And a lot of the stuff that you read about that happened then, you might see echoes of it in recent trials here in America.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta go sign books. There's
I
a lot
gotta
of
go
people
sign
here.
books.
All right, thank you, Marcia. And Marcia is great. It's fun to talk with her. Of course, I have all these questions about OJ.
Everyone does,
But
yes.
she another thing is she probably is like, I don't need to talk about OJ anymore. I've talked about OJ. She wrote a book. She got there was a huge fight over who was going to do her first interview after the OJ trial, and Barbara Walters won. But anyway, so let's see. Who else do we have? Well, should we get to the Nancy Grace interview?
Sure. Should we hang that?
Maybe we should hold that for the end.
She's spicy. That
She's
Nancy.
spicy. We'll talk about Nancy in a minute. Why don't we? Brian Entin, News Nation, Brian Entin, and he's launched a new channel, Brian Entin Investigates. He's always been a nice dude. We met at the first Lori Vallow Daybell trial in Idaho, and then he, of course, covered the Koberger case extensively, and Gabby Petito's family followed that closely. He is working all the time, and we had a great time. We had a good chat. Have you met Brian before? Or was this your
I had
first
met
time?
him at a previous CrimeCon.
Yeah.
Yes, yep.
So we caught up, and here's what Brian had to say. All right, everybody backstage, you know him, and you love him. Brian Entin.
Everybody loves you.
We're here at CrimeCon. What do you think?
It's great. It's been really cool so far. Yeah, it's just getting started. Denver's awesome. And it's always such a nice crowd. People are so nice here.
How many days are you actually at your house
Oh boy.
versus on the road?
That's a good question.
On average, like
Probably on the road, I would say maybe 200 nights a year.
200.
Yeah.
Can I ask if you have an airline of preference?
Well, I live in Miami, so American Airlines is really the
Americans,
only
okay.
like game in town. So I'm kind of forced. Nothing against American, but
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of forced.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah, they're
You know
okay.
the miles.
Yeah.
Koberger, what is it like not having to cover that trial now? You've been through a lot of
Yeah.
documents. You know the families.
I mean, you probably did too. I had sort of my summer blocked off to move to Idaho and cover it. So I think I still haven't fully like accepted that there's. I don't know. I had the trial in the back of my mind for so long that it still feels weird that it just sort of abruptly ended.
Right.
And I think people feel like that too. There's still a lot of questions. There's still like the documents are still coming out. We're going through everything. But I'm relieved a little bit for the families that they didn't. I think it would have been a rough.
Right.
Even covering the plea hearing. I was like, gosh, can you imagine? Like, and with the families there, like, if we had to do this for like 3 months every day, it would have been really hard, I think.
And then not only that, you've been covering the Kentucky judge, right?
I have, yeah.
The one that
I'm
was
really
shot.
into that one now.
Yeah. So tell me what the latest is on that.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, you've got the sheriff, Sheriff Mickey Mullins, who shot the judge. Sheriff Mickey Steins, who shot the judge, Kevin Mullins. Which when do you ever hear about a sheriff shooting a judge?
Never.
Like, it's very strange. And so we just went there a couple times, started to peel back the layers, and there's like all sorts of corruption in this county, and we're just trying to figure out what's actually connected back to why this may have happened.
And also, baby Emmanuel.
Baby Emmanuel, yeah, the arraignment was just a couple days ago. And that's another one where it's just, why was the dad not in jail? All the mistakes that were made with the court system, with the judge, with the DA too, why the charges could have been stricter.
You think they'll find the baby?
I do. Well, I think based on my reporting, I think they have a pretty good idea of where the baby may be. But if it is a landfill in California, and there are several that I hate to talk like a baby, it's awful to even talk about it, but I think it's going to be hard to actually pinpoint an exact location.
What is your dream story?
Oh my gosh, God, what if I asked you that? That's a hard question,
I
isn't
couldn't
it?
answer it, but like if you could do one thing next week for a whole week, what would you do?
I love stories that other people aren't covering, like the one I'm doing here about this Portland serial killer, and no one really cared about it. The moms had to fight to get coverage and fight to get the police to care. Those are the things I love the most. Like going, because you really feel like you made a difference, and it's cool covering the big stories, but everybody's there. It's hard to really, be a change maker. But like when you go and cover something that no one else is covering, I think that's what's the most fulfilling. Yeah. You feel like you really made a difference.
Right, I'm with you 100%. It's like, if 20 media outlets are covering the same thing, we'll find the one story.
That's the thing about trials. I love the trials, but it's like everybody's at the same trial. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so tell everybody about your channel.
Yeah, so I just started it, Brian Entin Investigates. I'm super excited. I'm trying to follow your path here with the YouTube. But everybody's on YouTube now, so I still love News Nation, but I'm just sort of doing the channel on the side, in the hotel room at night, Yeah.
Wherever there's breaking news, he pulls out his phone.
I do, yeah.
He goes live, and then you can follow him. Brian Entin Investigates on YouTube. Good seeing you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. It's always good to see you. Thank
take
you.
Care, Brian. Always fun to chat with Brian. I know many of you said, Nate, please catch up with Brian. And we've seen him like all over the place, all over CrimeCon. He's shooting some stuff. So great to talk with him. And, why don't we, I have my whole list of people. And we're going to be back tomorrow night with a CrimeCon wrap-up, with some of the interviews we didn't get to. We still have a few more we're hoping to get, and I won't announce them in case we don't get them. But tomorrow we'll be back here from Denver, and then we'll have programming all week next week on Courtroom Insider. But Candace Culie, you know Candace, she is Dylan Round's mom, and she, ever since Dylan was killed, she has really taken upon herself to not let his death be in vain. And she's launched a whole nonprofit. And now she's helping law enforcement agencies and others. And she called me and said, Nate, we want to make an announcement with you. Stop by the booth at CrimeCon. And that's exactly what we did earlier today. So here's what Candace has to say. All right, everybody, we are back here at CrimeCon with Candace Culie at this nice booth here. What's going on? What are you guys doing here, Candace?
We're just here, doing what we do, bringing awareness for missing people, helping keep everybody's faces out there. So
you have really been doing a lot since Dylan was found, and you had the memorial service. You have some exciting updates.
I do. So I've got some exciting news for Eastern Idaho, which is why I wanted to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
So we will be hosting the first forensic data training they've ever had in December. So Aaron will be coming from Plano to host it. It will be free to law enforcement. I'm working with the College of Eastern Idaho through their Workforce Training Academy. So a lot of things going on. The other thing that's really exciting about this one is we're going to add a day for resource officers.
Oh, great. School resource officers.
Only resource officers. So the cyberbullying, all that stuff that we see going on right now, we're going to help them stop it.
So what does that mean as far as the training? What will be involved in it?
So the first 2 days is law enforcement, and that'll be the mapping and then IP addressing, that kind of stuff. And then as far as the resource officers, that'll be just all about IP addresses, how you can create a fake phone number, harass people, it comes up unknown, but it's still on your phone, that kind of stuff.
It's a big issue.
It is, it's huge.
It's a big issue. We talked about the other day the Netflix series that's out about it recently.
Yeah, so that's exactly what this training is on. That should have been handled in a day.
Right.
But they didn't know.
Yeah.
So that is the training we're bringing in.
That's great. So if people want to get involved and help, are you guys looking for support?
Yep, so we will be updating Dylan's website this weekend, and it'll have everything, sponsorship, we'll start fundraising, we have some rifles we're going to raffle off. So yeah, we got a lot going on.
And that'll make sure that the law enforcement officers can come for free.
Correct.
So that they don't have to pay out of their
Correct.
pocket and get the training that will really help Eastern Idaho.
Yep.
You've done this in Utah.
Correct.
And are you looking to expand nationwide maybe?
We'll do Oregon this spring.
Nice.
So Aaron already does nationwide, but he does more East Coast, so now he's got me on the West Coast, and so we kind of collaborate together and make a plan.
That's great. Anything
Yeah.
you want to add?
No, I just wanted to get that out there, and there'll be lots to come.
Awesome. Good seeing you.
You too.
And Candace has been doing really great work. You can find out more about Dylan's legacy on their website. They have a website and a Facebook page, and all the details will be posted there. And she's always great to see.
Yes, and remarkable what she's done,
Yeah.
really.
She really is. She's a great person. Okay, I think we're up to Nancy Grace.
Okay,
So, are you ready?
let's do this.
What do you think? What have you thought about Nancy? I know Nancy Grace is polarizing to you guys. A lot of you don't like her. A lot of you love her.
Do you know what? Here's what I will say. She had to make me check the camera angle. She's very particular, however, very gracious with her time. She spent 4 hours doing meet and greets with people last night. So, love her, hate her. She is very kind and gracious with her time to everyone, which.
And on the first night,
delightful.
she people saw her in the hall and they started lining up for selfies, and then we walked around for like an hour and came back and there was still a line, and she took a selfie with all of them. And then the meet and greet was supposed to be 1 hour, went for 4, late 10:30. We were exhausted. We went to see Ice-T, spoke with Chris Hansen about Special Victims Unit, and then we saw that and came back to do another interview, and she's still doing her meet and greet.
Yeah.
So here's what Nancy had to say. Bombshell tonight.
Please tell that.
We are here with Nancy
It
Grace.
never ends with this guy.
She stood up for 4 hours last night.
Was it?
For meet and greets. Set a record.
Was it? Was it a record?
Bolo. I stole that one too. Of course, the one and
Still,
only Nancy
felony.
Grace.
You know, that's a felony.
Well, I believe you strangling me a few years ago at CrimeCon was too, but
Statute
we're here.
is passed. Statute is passed. That was
Okay.
simple battery.
Always great to see you, Nancy. Let's talk about a couple of cases in the news. What are you following right now? What's at the top of your mind?
Is that a new shirt?
It is. I wore it for you.
I don't like it when my husband, he came home from Costco the other day with a brand new pair of pants. I'm like, okay, who is she?
This is from Kohl's, Costco. Well, thank you for noticing.
I'm alerting your wife about this. Okay, now let's see. What were you saying?
The case that's top of your mind right now, Baby Emmanuel?
Well, frankly, Nate, I have more thoughts going on than just one at a time.
Right.
I don't know if you share that experience but right now I'm thinking about, I know this is a blast from your past, but Gabby Petito,
Right.
because I'm about to go meet her dad and stepmom again and speak to them about this past year and what has transpired. You know, Gabby went missing in August 2021. And it makes me think, Nate, about how the reverberations of crime, it's like you've seen a speedboat going in a lake, right? And you see the wake. And you think it disappears. It doesn't. It goes, and that wake affects something, and that affects something, and that affects something. And, you know, violent crime has a way of a ripple effect that never really goes away. But what's happening right now, I'm thinking about baby Emmanuel Harrow.
Do you think they'll find him?
I think they'll find his body. I think there's a chance they'll find his body. Excuse me, Nate Eaton is conducting a show over here. Hey, hey, hey. Somebody talk to her. What?
It's all right.
What is the...
We'll cut it out. Actually, Nancy Grace is here. Everybody quiet. Quiet.
That has never worked.
Yeah, quiet. New York, cut the feed. Turn the mic off.
Baby
Yes.
Emmanuel. Okay. At the beginning, the mother's story stunk. And then it started getting stinkier and stinkier and stinkier. Now, what happened, for those that don't know about baby Emmanuel, is the mother said that she was at a discount sporting store,
Big Five.
Big Five.
Yeah.
I always get that confused with Five and Under,
Yeah,
but
Big
it's
Five.
it's a cross between Big Lots and Five and Under.
Right.
Big Five. It's the nephew. So she has another son that she said needed a mouth guard to play football. So she takes baby Emmanuel with her to Big Five to get the mouth guard. And in the parking lot, she decides to change Emmanuel's diaper, and she gets out of the car to do that, and she hears the word hola from a male, and that's all she remembers.
And no cameras.
Yes, I'm glad you said that because I'm going to follow up on that, which is critical. And when she wakes up, baby Emmanuel is gone. No carjack, no theft, no rape, no sex attack, nothing. Just the baby. There are no witnesses, and there are no cameras in the parking lot. And she has a black eye. Let's see, on her side, it would have been her, I'm looking at her right. So how did that happen from an attack from behind? It could happen. It could if she was forced down on something and hit her eye. But then, as the story unfolds, people within the Big Five state that earlier, a few days before, she had been there and said that her car had been burgled and wanted to know if there were cameras in the parking lot. Why don't you just wave a red flag and say, arrest me, I did it? So the likelihood that she would be back and be attacked a second time in her vehicle in that parking lot, it's just astronomical. So that did not happen. But even more concerning to me is the father.
Right. And his history.
That's certainly putting perfume on the pig, his history. Why
His
don't I just
criminal
call
record.
BS on you right now?
Yeah, criminal
his
record.
effing rap sheet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And I don't mean he stole a few things from Walgreens. He beat a baby girl so badly she can't speak, she can't hear, she can't see, and she can't walk at about 2 years old. What is he doing out of jail? Number one, he got a very light plea deal, got out, and he's done it again. He has done it again. And the mother can go straight to HELL because she facilitated it, she enabled it, and she knew what he had done to the baby girl, but welcomed him into the family, let him around the baby, and now Emmanuel is dead, unless by some stroke of fate they sold him. You know, they would never just leave the baby somewhere. They would do it for money, I guarantee you. And yes, they're innocent until proven guilty.
And you gave
There.
her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning.
Yes,
I remember
I
listening
did.
to you. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought her story stunk, but I didn't want to attack her because there was a chance she was telling the truth, and there could be something that she would say that would be probative, in other words, prove something to me.
Yeah.
And so I kept listening and listening to everything she said, and the more she talked, the worse it got. Hence the Fifth Amendment, don't talk, keep your pie hole shut.
Yeah.
But she is a liar, her husband is a killer, and what he did to the baby girl is it's horrible. And frankly, the judge that gave him a light sentence needs to be thrown off the bench now. And the mother admits she knew what happened to the other baby girl and allowed him in the home, allowed him to stay in the home. Yeah. So, you know, he's the devil.
Any updates on Ellen Greenberg?
Yes, there are updates on Ellen in that appellate courts keep saying, do something, and the DA is doing nothing. And Josh Shapiro, the governor, is doing nothing. And I really don't know what to do other than light a fire under their rear ends or a dynamite keg under the courthouse. But then I would be charged with arson, and you know, that wouldn't help.
Figuratively speaking. I want to ask you about another thing. I follow you on Instagram, and you cook some pretty nice dishes. I mean, what's your specialty?
How do you seg? How do you seg from baby Emmanuel to my crock pot?
I just got to say that, I mean, you're making homemade meals, quiches, enchiladas.
Yes, in fact, I'm about to do an Instacart order. So all the groceries will be there for me to cook when I come home. And I'm going to tell you the secret to this recipe I'm making.
Okay.
After I had the twins, my mother, who was a professional musician, she no longer is a professional, but she played the cello in the symphony. She can play the piano, classical piano, and she can play an organ, one of the ones where you have 2 rows and you play with your feet. I'm like, what?
Do you play too?
I did as a girl, not organ, piano. I guess I could still play.
Yeah.
But she broke both of her arms.
Oh, no.
And then we got a call from New York. I was on maternity leave, and they went, you need to come back. The numbers suck. I'm like, okay. So I remember when I got off the plane.
Come back to your show.
Come back to New York. We flew in a blizzard. Hey, we're taping here, people. I put the twins under my coat and got out of the plane. I'm like, anyway, so my father got tired of delivery. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to cook? And I was on my way to CNN because then I would leave in the afternoon and get home at night, late at night. And I took out frozen chicken thighs. I found like 4 onions. I chopped them in quarters. I found some celery. It did not look fresh, but I put it in there. And of course, cream of celery soup. Oh, and I had some turkey sausage. I put it all in there and left. Came back home 5 hours later. It was so good. But I have a secret ingredient. I don't know if I should tell you. Okay,
you can tell us.
Chicken Goya. And it was so good. My dad loved it. And I'm making that when I get home.
Oh, wow.
I love to crock. You know why? Because the whole house smells so good.
Do you cook every day?
I cook about 5 days a week.
Wow.
And sometimes 6, but I like it. I use a crock pot like twice a week.
When's the Nancy Grace crime cookbook coming out? I'm telling you.
But see, it depends. If I can prep something over the weekend, I can make something elaborate. But by the time I get up and clean the guinea crate, feed the guineas, put them out, feed the cat, feed the dog, clean up whatever they did overnight, take care of my mother, cook John David's breakfast, and it never fails. Just as it's time for them to leave for school, Lucy walks in and says, "Where's my fill in the blank?" It could be homework, it could be shoes, it could be football practice stuff, it could be any waiver form, it could be anything, and that sets off a wild goose. Have you ever heard of a snipe hunt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Boy
Scouts, I did.
It's like looking for Easter eggs all over the house to find whatever is Lucy needs.
Right.
Anyway, by then I'm like, what happened? And then it's time to go to the set.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of prep time, but I will prep something elaborate over the weekend to make later in the week.
Nice. Okay. Well, I think they're going to page you to stage in a minute.
One more thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. Regarding baby Emmanuel, the case is not over yet. There is a chance that he is alive. Remote, yes, but a chance. So I don't want people to give up the search for baby Emmanuel. And also, I'd like to point out another case we've been covering on Crime Stories. A beautiful teen girl, Dakara, gorgeous. She goes out one evening, she's texting back and forth with her dad. Her body has just been found. And I want the perp to be punished to the max. I'm so tired of women and girls being preyed upon, especially in Dakara's case. She is a minority young girl. Nobody's talking about her case. And it's our duty to talk about cases and work cases, especially for people that don't have a voice in our system. That's why we're here.
Right.
So we've been given this opportunity, and we darn well better use it.
Yeah. Nancy, thank you. I think this is the first
Oh, well,
time.
wait a minute.
I didn't ask
How's
you
your
about Lori.
girlfriend? Cult mom Lori Vallow.
I knew she was going to say that. She texted me yesterday.
I don't know that I would brag about that.
Yeah, well, she had a message for her son that I shared on stage.
Oh, I love you no matter what, blah, 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 blah.
You knew it.
Me,
yeah.
me,
And
me.
read Matthew 25.
Yeah,
That's what-
about the godly woman or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I see you taking pictures. I could at least sit up straight for it.
Nancy Grace,
Wait.
now on Fox Nation.
Wait. It was Matthew 25.
Yeah,
About,
it's 10 virgins, be prepared.
yeah, they're back on the virgins again. I mean,
Yeah.
when is the end of the world happening? Isn't she supposed to go do something very important that day?
Yeah, she's supposed to save us all, I think.
You know, I'm going to leave my fate in Jesus.
There you go.
And if he wants to forgive cult mom Lori Vallow, I respect that.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy. Always a pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Good night, friend.
Good night, friend.
I stole that too.
Thief.
There you go, Nancy Grace.
Can I just say that, Nancy, I would love to have you come and discipline my children at some point, because one look and I think that they'd be sunk.
Yes. That has been part of our adventure at CrimeCon so far. We have so many more people to bring you. Tomorrow night here on Courtroom Insider, Josh Mankiewicz from Dateline, Vinnie Politan from Court TV. That was a fun interview. John Ramsey, Joseph Scott Morgan, Cheryl McCollum, Matt Murphy, Aaron Moriarty from 48 Hours. All of those people will be here, well, on tape. We'll show you their interviews and hopefully 2 or 3 more because there's a few left that we want to get. So
That's right.
With that, I do want to thank our sponsors from the sponsors of Courtroom Insider. They're from newspapers.com. I mentioned them earlier with a booth. And I want you to hear directly from their team. I talk a lot about them, and you all know a lot about them, but I stopped by, and here's what they had to say. Okay, we are walking along the halls of CrimeCon, and look who we see, our good friends here at newspapers.com. This is Gordon. What are you guys doing here this year, Gordon?
Well, it's our second year here. We started at Nashville. And we're a family history site, partner with Ancestry, and so once we found out that people were clipping a lot of articles around murder, like a lot, an exorbitant amount, we started just to look a little more into our customers and their behavior, and I thought, we've got something else here than just a family history website.
Right.
So we went to Nashville last year, loved the audience, there's a lot of crossover, and we needed to come back again.
So for people that have never heard of newspapers.com, what do you guys do?
So we've digitized over 1 billion pages of back files of newspapers, and so by far it's the largest online archive. And so you can have, for example, the LA Times from 30 days ago all the way up to 150 plus years ago. All the original files, all fully indexed, searchable.
It's amazing what you can find. I've shared this before. We found out my mom won a contest for a 50-pound bag of sugar in West Jordan, Utah in the 90s that she didn't know she'd won until I went on newspapers.com. So you've got a headline up there, woman held following shooting of husband. You could basically go in and search for those terms and pick up articles
search,
like that?
Yeah, search names, any of the words, location, of course, date. I mean, the cool thing about newspapers.com and just newspapers in general is most people, except the kids these days, know what a newspaper is and was. And so it's got to be up there, other than photos, probably the easiest content for people to kind of just step into with no training and have success.
Yeah. Well, the good people at newspapers.com have sponsored Courtroom Insider for the past few months. We're so appreciative of them. We like them even more because they have bowls of candy. So if you're at CrimeCon right now, you can come and get some candy, and you're offering a subscription discount for people here?
50% off if you come to the booth, and if you come to the booth, you get a free t-shirt. But it's the lowest price we normally do. We know it costs a lot of money to come to shows like this, and we just want to take care of the people here.
And for those of you that aren't here, you guys have a t-shirt giveaway for our viewers all over. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a giveaway. You're going to, I guess, organize how it gets given away. Come to the booth if you're at the CrimeCon. We'll give them to you there. If not, we'll ship it to you.
Right, and we'll have details right after this video to tell you how you can enter to get a newspapers.com shirt. I have this exact one, and then the blue one. I don't see it here.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable.
This year's a purple one.
Okay, this year it's the purple one, and I think they have one for us, so we're going to put them on. Come and check out the good folks at newspapers.com. If you're here, if you're not, log online. 7-day free trial, right?
Yes.
People can try it out. You can go through, search, and you'll find some really fascinating stuff. And Gordon, thank you for your support, and thanks for being here at CrimeCon.
Well, thank you, Nate. It's been great working with you.
So he mentioned in that video a t-shirt giveaway. We're going to do a t-shirt giveaway. And here is how you can enter. Go to eastidahonews.com/news t-shirt. News t-shirt. You can enter from anywhere in the world. And we're going to pick 5 winners. Well, newspapers.com will. We'll pick them, and then newspapers.com will send out the t-shirts on Monday, September the 8th. So there you go. eastidahonews.com/news t-shirt. Enter the contest. We need your name, your first and last name, your address, city, state, zip, country, email, and then your size. That's it. That's all we need. And 5 of you will be getting an awesome t-shirt from newspapers.com. They have done so much to help Courtroom Insider, and we appreciate their support. We have a couple of shout outs here and some pictures to include, including this family. This is the Watson family. My friend Ben is there. They all got East Idaho News shirts, even though a few of the guys in the photo aren't wearing them. They were yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to see them. Shout out, they came all the way to CrimeCon for kind of their family reunion. They're having a good time. We have Amy and Michael who are here at CrimeCon. Good to meet you guys. Good to see you guys. Rob, Callie, who else? Rob and Callie.
And Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. I almost said the name of their other daughter.
I didn't know what he was waiting for me to say.
We met a lady from Japan. Nagisa? I believe that's how you say it. Japan. She came from Japan to CrimeCon. We got a photo together. She was great. And then we have Ruth, Lynn, and Dane from Denver. We were walking up to our room a minute ago. They stopped us, and it was like they had seen Oprah.
She said it was the cherry on top of her day.
They were leaving
and it
CrimeCon.
Was for us
yeah. Great couple. Thank you for watching, for your support. We have Kathy, who was with Marcia. Want to thank her. And we have to thank Heidi from Twinkle Bed.
Yes.
Twinkle Mattress. Heidi and her sister... Ashley. We got to give them a shout out. They, for those of you that may not know the story, months ago, I wrote on my Facebook page about how we had a horrible mattress. We needed a new one. We ordered a brand new one, spent a lot of money, and it was awful. We were able to send it back. She reached out and said, my husband and I own a mattress company. We want to hook you guys up with a mattress, no strings attached. You don't have to talk about me on the air. We just want to make sure you have a good night's sleep. We got the mattress. It was amazing. I started to talk about them. They said, well, you can give out a promo code if you want, and then your listeners, your viewers can take advantage of a sale. So Night Nate is what we came up with, Nite, Nate. And with that, you all bought mattresses. And they said, we're going to give all your kids a mattress. So they did that. Well, I said, you guys got to come to CrimeCon. They're big true crime fans. They came to our session. Incredibly smart. Here they are, a picture with Heidi and Colby and me. And I don't know, is it public? Can I say? She's giving Colby a mattress.
I guess so.
I just said it. And Hermosillo?
They were talking. We don't know the final details.
We don't know the details. She offered them, I should say.
But just extremely generous. What a lovely woman.
Very generous people. So thank you very much to Heidi and Ashley. Good to meet you all. Ashley said, I am your biggest introverted fan. She was just kind of low key, and she said inside I'm like freaking out, which is very kind. Their Labor Day sale goes till Monday. So Night Nate will get you a 30% off your everything on their website. And if you buy a mattress and or a base, you get a free set of sheets from the Cozy Earth. which are bamboo sheets.
But super soft bamboo sheets.
Super soft. And you know what? Here at the hotel, they're not bamboo sheets. And I've been hot at night. I've been warm.
We've not been sleeping super well
And
here.
I turned the temperature down to 66 degrees. And I'm not sleeping well. I miss those bamboo sheets. It needs to be cool. But anyway, anything you want to say, honey? Anything else you want to say?
No, it's been a good time.
It's been a great time.
The most frequently asked question today has been, is this a vacation? And my mother is watching our kids, so I guess it's a vacation, but no. We got 18,000 steps yesterday. I haven't even looked today, but it's...
I'm at 9,500.
9,500. We kept in sync. Oh, no, 96.
Oh, no, we're like off by 20. Oh, we're up by 10.
That's pretty good. So...
but we're not done.
Yes, we still have a long night ahead of us.
Just a second. We got to go change our clothes. We're going to the Clue Awards tonight. A massive banquet where they announce awards for podcasts, docuseries, and I'm presenting an award. So I had to go to teleprompter rehearsal today.
Yes,
How'd I do reading the teleprompter?
Great. He stumbled through a couple times, but it's going to be fine. That's why they do rehearsal.
I hope so. I'm thinking, why in the world are they having me present when there's like Josh Mankiewicz, Dan Abrams, Ashley Banfield, all these other people.
Because everyone just loves this guy.
I don't know. It's so weird to me to be in this space. I got to be honest with you. And, but I'm honored. I appreciate you all. Okay, so as I said, tomorrow night we'll be back 7 o'clock Mountain Time with some of these more amazing interviews. Monday night, I will tell you tomorrow what we'll have on Monday. You don't want to miss it. Tuesday night, we have a special report. I've been doing an investigation all summer, and I'm ready to show it to you. Tuesday night, we will be live 7 o'clock after the report. I will have on the lead investigator for the unit, and you can ask him questions live. That's all I can say right now till it's like 100% done, because it's not ready yet.
And this man has so many special projects that he has said there's a special project coming up, and people have asked me what it is, and I say, I can't answer you because I don't know which one you're talking about, and I can't give away any of them.
This has been months, all summer.
All
summer. I didn't know people were asking you.
Yes.
They've been
want to
asking
know
me
the
too.
deets, guys.
So we'll have that one, and then we'll have the prison tour where Lori's in prison, the women's prison, which is eye-opening and fascinating. And
what about your other one?
I can't talk about that.
At all? Not even that something else is coming up with Pipe?
Something else is coming.
Well, obviously, I just told you.
I can't say anything more. That one is like...
But I know you're all going to love it.
You are going to like it, maybe love it.
No, they're going to love it.
And it will be this month.
Okay.
Unless...
Boom, now I have some kind of deadline to tell people.
Unless something happens this month where it gets pushed back.
Okay.
Yeah, I told Erica the other day, I'm like, my pile is stacking up. This. And now we're at CrimeCon. I want to do 50 more things. Oh, hold on. We got to show our newspapers t-shirts. Look at these. If you're at CrimeCon and you sign up for a newspapers.com account, clues in every clipping. We'd put them on and wear them maybe tomorrow night when we have a down day.
I have yours.
When we have a down day, but we got to go get ready for the Clue Awards. We can't be late. Thanks for watching Courtroom Insider. Here's where you can find me. Facebook, X, Insta, YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't.
And if you're at CrimeCon, you can find him in the hall.
Find me in the hall. Find her in the hall. We're
you don't
here.
have to find me in the hall. It's okay.
They want to find you in the hall. Okay.
Good
Love
night.
you. Thanks for doing this with me.
Oh, love you too.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.